shapes and how we can take one shape away from another shape in Tinkercad in order to create a design. And we're thinking about that maybe it's going to be, one of the challenges is going to be able to take a cone and take a cube away from it. We'll have to get the sizes about right, and I'm going to show you how to do that in Tinkercad. We have the work plane, and we're going to start off with by bringing the cone onto the work plane. Click and drag. Remember, the work plane is considered the base of a 3D printer, and so we can think about the sizes of that, and we're going to do a model of a chair design which is based on a cone, and we're going to take a cube away. So I'm going to go for 55 millimeters height and a radius, let's say, of 60. You can experiment with the different sizes. So there's our cone. I can click on it again at any time if I want it. It is a solid. If I click on to that solid shape, I can also change the color. I'm going to change the color just so that it's clearer on our screen. We're going to take a cube away from the cone. We can select the solid cube, or we can select this icon, which is the cube already as a whole, as a negative space. And I'm gonna roughly do it. It should just click onto the grid, so it will snap to the grid. And I'm gonna change the sizes slightly. Again, it's more accurate if you click into these value boxes and put a value, thinking about the size of the cone. And I'm going to go for a slightly larger height, 50 millimeters height. Let's see what that looks like. Right. Now, if I look at this from the front and I take one away from the other, I notice that it's going to leave a void or a hole on the bottom. So I'm going to click on the shape, and using the arrow keys, I can go up a certain amount. Actually, I'll use this one here. When it goes red, I can click and drag, and I'm going to go up until that value is about 5 millimeters. Let's stick with 4. So now I now know that there's a base of about 4 millimeters. I'm going to click on the navigation cube rather, and I can have a plan view or a bird's eye view, and I'm going to now look at how far into the cone I'm going to have my shape. Subtract. So let's have a look at that. I'm going to go back to the home view. Oh, goodbye. That was teacher Jennifer just leaving for the day. Let's use the navigation cube here again. I'm going to do that in a second actually. While I'm there, I'm going to select all. There's different ways of selecting everything. I'm going to click and drag, make sure I have the two shapes. The solid shape, which is the cone, and a negative shape, which is the cube. And this is the icon I want us to use here. It's called group. And so I'm going to group the two shapes together, and one will be taken away from the other. And let us see what has been revealed. So you get a sense of it there. I'm going to look at it from the front. Ah, all right. So this could actually be quite the beginnings of a chair design. That's one of the challenges, and that's simple enough for you to print that off. So one of the challenges. So it's the end of the lesson. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.